Let's get ready to rumble! He's taken another one and another.
Thomas Lyons raps on TV. We're down here in the Indigo in London for season 5 of The Ultimate Boxer. Fortunate to be joined by Whyte as always.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thanks. How was your summer?
It's been good, you know. Just chilling, working, really working, you know.
Been overseas, doing any planning for the new year?
I had a little holiday, but since I've come back in July, I've got my head down, crafting, looking for new talent, scouting. Got some new boys potentially signing soon. You know what I mean? How you doing? You alright? How you doing? You alright?
Favourite guy on AFL.
Thanks very much, man. Appreciate that, man.
He talks it how it is.
It does.
Only guy in boxing.
Thanks very much, man. Yeah, so I'm just working. Yes, especially good.
Got a few fans appreciating the tourism, Dean.
That's good, that's good. That's what the hard work, you know. So yeah, everything's good. I'm just working. Got some boys. Shakan won the English title last week after a really hard fight. So, you know, really impressed with that. Was impressed with Dexter Spellman. He come and put it all on the line. He didn't want to let his title go so easy. And it was a good, hard fought, a win. You know, so Shakan now goes back to the drawing board, and now he's got to up his game again. He's got a target on his back. He's the English light heavyweight champion. He's got it all to do. So yeah.
We saw himself and Dex Spellman share a ring here at the same forum. 3-minute rounds. So I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were. You know, a lot of fighters nowadays, especially at that elite level, 6, 10, 8 weeks. You know, training camps, rigorous schedules.
Yeah.
What adaptations do they have to do on a night like tonight when it's, you know,
do you know what? It's such a different format because now it's gun ho, go for it, try and get the stoppage, continue punching and outwork the other competitor. So as you saw, Shaq won the last time, he dropped Dexter Spellman. This time he had it a little bit harder. He boxed really well, but he couldn't get the stoppage. But you see the two formulas differ, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's all good, you know what I mean? Bless up, yeah? So you can see the two formats differ. But I mean, listen, it's always a learning curve. That was his first 10 rounds, he went the distance. He had to come back from adversity, he got wobbled. So, you know, but this is a good platform for guys to come on here, win this show, and go on to bigger and better things, you know?
Yeah, as a manager growing his own stable from scratch, you could say a lot of positives out there now. The MTK golden contract, events like tonight, you know, really giving these young fighters a platform to
100%, yeah.
What's your thoughts, especially for your stable? Like,
do you know what? Listen, it's excellent what MTK are doing, the golden contract. It's great what Ultimate Boxer, Ben and Tim and the other guys are doing here, and it gives them, like you're saying, a platform to fight and showcase their skills and continue to graft and learn. Yes, big man. You good, yeah? So for me, this, as long as these boys can get out and get on undercards and fight and learn, it's a good look. You get me? So it's just one of those ones.
You know, from the outset looking on, do you kind of, you know, really take in these events to have a look at, you know, to see what, for your fighters, what improvements you can make, but also just as a purist boxing fan, to really kind of, you know, appreciate these events, attracting the casual market?
You know the funny thing, I appreciate all the events. I try and be at a lot of events. I want to watch for boys, I want to watch for talent, I want to watch to learn. You got to be in an environment. If you want to learn, you want to graft, you got to be at the shows, you got to see the boys, and you got to see, you know, things either you can learn, because we're always learning in boxing. You know, there's things I'm going to learn here. Ben Shalom, the promoter. What's that in it? Ben Shalom, the promoter, and it's my guy, Zav.
Hey everybody, you right?
Yeah, so Super Yusuf, big up him for the win tonight. So you're always learning, you know what I mean? So for me, trying to be a student of the game, be at events, watch fights, watch fighters, and you always see different things, different times, you know what I mean? So it's interesting, you know what I mean?
And I suppose you can kind of, you know, strike a balance with this event, but again, DAZN, the way they've expanded into new markets with the Match from Italy show last night in Florence, and also, you know, some massive cards producing some of the biggest talent in the sport, like Devin Haney, for example, the other week against
absolutely.
So it's an encouraging time, Dean.
Listen, boxing is on the up. They've got the Matchroom Italy, they're in America, they're in the UK, then you've got Frank Warren, they're building shows. I've got a great relationship with those boys down there where I can get boys out. We just continue to get the positive, learn. Mo Pryor, the smaller shows, you got Mickey Elliott, there's loads of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's for me to try and reach out to all of these boys. And if my guys want to be there, it's not only being on the big shows, they got to fight on the small shows to show their desire and what they want to do. You know what I mean? So it's important for me to do everything I can do as a manager to understand the game and understand the sport and see what's going on, and then try and get them in any position I can until they get to the big time. You know what I mean?
In particular for your fighters, as they mature, not only their boxing but their business element, how instrumental is having a manager to navigate them away from the boxing politics?
Do you know, it's quite weird because remember, the management has evolved so much from the older. You got a lot of old school dinosaurs in the game, not taking anything away from them, but it's evolved so much because it's like a popularity contest now. It's about the traction you get with media to build your profile and raise your game. It's not so much about just making a phone call. It's not so much about making a phone call and saying, oh, you're fighting this guy at this time. That is not enough for you to get to the elite level. You've got to have so much more, the PR, the marketing, the strategy to get them into the cameras and stuff like that, to build them as a popular, how you doing, bruv? You right? As a popular guy, what are you saying, bro? As a popular character in the sport. And they have to have a sense of humour and character, and the fans got to build into them and warm to them.
Yeah.
Because you can have all the skill in the world, and sometimes if you ain't got the traction, you're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You
You reached back at the announcement press conference for Regis Prograde, Josh Taylor, where your old foe Derek Chisora up to his usual antics in the press conference. Did you take anything from that sort of, was it, you know, he mentioned about how heavyweights nowadays probably aren't appreciated as much on the financial level, you know, compared to these guys that are fighting for the World Boxing Super Series Ali Trophy. What was your take on that?
Do you know what it is? There it was right, but there's a time and a place for stuff, you know? What I'll say, the heavyweight is where the money is, the heavyweight is where the traction is, because you get big knockouts. So that's why fans want to tune into the heavyweight division, you know? So I hear what Derek Chisora is saying. He said it was his show. Him and the Haymaker are going to get the fans out and get them bums on seats at the O2. So Progress and Taylor, not so big in London, so I get where he's going. But at the end of the day, there's a time and a place to do it, and it probably wasn't the right place. But listen, hats up to Derek Chisora. He's getting paid, he's getting great knockouts, he's on the comeback. Like I said, he's not a great fan of mine, and I'm not a great fan of his. But listen, credit to him because he's a good fighter, and he's tough, and he's on the comeback.
Yeah, the first semi-final's just about to start, Dean, so I'm going to let you go. Privilege tuning in, also for ringing into the podcast the other week as well, giving your exclusive
excellent.
insight.
You guys keep doing your stuff. Yeah, so WD Podcast as well. Tune in, log in, subscribe.
Good times to come, top man.
Thanks very much.